It's fast, mind-blowing, and crazily entertaining show.
Bienvenue à Varsovie, capitale polonaise et 8e ville la plus peuplée de l'Union européenne. Nous sommes allés à CD Projekt, le studio célèbre pour la saga The Witcher, mais aussi et surtout Cyberpunk 2077, un jeu vidéo critiqué en raison de bugs au moment de sa sortie en 2020, mais qui avait néanmoins réussi son pari puisqu'il s'est vendu à plus de 18 millions d'exemplaires. Aujourd'hui, le studio polonais prolonge le succès avec Cyberpunk Edgerunners, une série diffusée par Netflix et se déroulant dans l'univers du jeu.
Cyberpunk Edgerunners is a story about a boy that has a dream about becoming an edgerunner, a cyberpunk, but he loses everything. But what he gets in return is a very dangerous cyber world. You don't have to know the game. Cyberpunk Edgerunners is a standalone story with new characters, with new storyline.
You will be able to experience the most important things like, the city as the biggest antagonist, the fantasy of cyberware, the fantasy of being a superhuman. You'll be able to experience that even in the first episode already.
There's a lot of references, of course, Blade Runner, Ghost in the Shell, Akira, but also things like The Wire or Breaking Bad.
You're goddamn right.
When I started playing the game, I saw inspirations in little things. Like, okay, so here in the game there is a person called Reaper Dog. So for me it was inspiration. The game wasn't telling like a huge story about it, but I turned it into a story in Cyberpunk Edgerunners. That's good about this world because it's really huge and filled with interesting characters and stories.
Each experienced animator will tell you that the most difficult thing for an animator is to animate walk cycle that actually takes only 24 frames. But it's just 1 second. And in 1 second, you are able to sell the personality of the character. Look at David at the beginning, right? The way he walks, it tells you so much about David. But at the same time, each 5 minutes almost, you have a shot when David is stressed and there's this close-up on his foot. That means that he actually wants more from life that he is right now, He is a high-tempered guy. Some small details animation-wise that tells you so much about the character. Science fiction is not actually predicting, it's kind of inspiring engineers, for example, inspiring people. And in my opinion, this kind of partnership when these creative minds, art minds, let's say, are like challenging the tech in engineers, and tech and engineers are kind of inspiring the art. So I perceive it as some kind of relationship, a partnership between those two worlds.
In the 80s, it was predicting the future. Right now, it's still predicting the future, but it's not like what will happen in 20 years. It's like what will happen next week. Cyberpunk Edgerunners or Cyberpunk 2077, it's so close to what we are experiencing right now. And in the 80s, it was like this future in 30 years. No one believed it will happen, and now it happened. So that's crazy.